All right, you guys, I tried to start this a couple of times and we are just going to freaking do this thing. I'm going to slow down for a second. I'm actually kind of nervous. But what is up? My name is Cassidy Jo and this is episode 1 of Highkey. Kind of crazy that we're here. Been a concept in my mind for a long time now. I got my buddy Gatsby behind the camera. Can you insert a picture of yourself here? Can't wait for you guys to hear his laugh. It's the most contagious thing ever. It's the best. He's going to be the producer of this show because he knows what he's doing. I definitely do not. Met him through a buddy who has his other a podcast that Gatsby produces. And so here we are. People keep asking me why did I want to start a podcast? And I'm going to be real honest with you. I bought all the gear to start one, I don't know, like 8 months ago with a friend of mine, actually from Farmer Wants a Wife, and then we weren't able to do so. So I spent all this money, and it's been sitting there. So I kind of thought maybe I should actually try to use the things that I spent my money on. And also, I like to talk. So here we are. A little bit about why I named the podcast Highkey. Again, to be honest, every name under the sun's taken. A lot of things that I liked were overused or oversaturated. No, not oversaturated. I think that's lighting on a picture.
Yeah, well, it's just oversaturated, the name.
Okay, there. That, oversaturated. And so I went with high key. And I think everybody knows what low key is. And it's just about living your life opposite of low key. The slang like term, if you look up in like Urban Dictionary, is stating truth loudly. Period. And let's be honest, that kind of matches my personality. Actually, to a T. So just about living confidently, loving life, and being proud of who you are and not being afraid to show who you are. And that's what we're doing here. I'm going to try to be as authentic and real as I possibly can be. And I think that, in today's times with social media, that's missing. And I think I've used my social media as a highlight reel. So I'd really like this to just be a little bit more real than that. I mean, because honestly, most people probably use their social media as a highlight reel, right? And so I'd like this to be a little bit more authentic, where you guys get to hear good stories, bad stories, funny stories, sad stories, and then hopefully that resonates with somebody. I don't know if it's going to be much different from other podcasts out there, but if one person can listen to this and relate to it and walk away feeling refreshed, happy, or get a laugh or motivated, then I don't know, then I feel like we're doing something here. So, I'm going to give you guys an update on me, where I'm at in life now. So if you're watching, you might be a pageant fan, back from my glory days, and it's still my glory days, dadgummit. Or if you're, Gatsby's like, no, you're done. You're done. I just called myself middle-aged earlier, so that's where we're at. Or you're a Farmer Wants a Wife fan, and a lot of you guys have a lot of questions about that, and I'm going to try to answer as many as I can. And eventually, I think my NDA is going to be up not too long from now, so I think coming soon, I'll be able to answer more of that. So you might be a Farmer Wants a Wife fan, or if you're just stumbling upon this, welcome to the show. Bleep that out. I said I wasn't going to cuss. I try my best. But you know what? There's authenticity here, right, guys? So where I'm at in life right now, life has slowed down for me, thankfully. And I think that's also kind of why I decided to go ahead and do this, is because I don't like to be bored. I like to stay busy. And over the last 5 years, life's been crazy for me. I competed for Miss Arizona and won, and then I had to get ready for Miss USA. And then right after that, I went on a reality TV show, which was wild. And then you had to wait for it to air, which was crazy. And then this year I finally got to take a deep breath and actually just focus on my career. And then also in the last 5 years, I've had 2 promotions. Just to toot my own horn for a little second there. But I've just been really busy. And so it was nice to take a break. But now, I don't know, I always like to push and challenge myself. I don't ever like to get too complacent. I definitely, after I graduated college, got a little complacent in life, and I don't know if I let myself go, but you know how you get to college and you gain your freshman 15? I did that after college, where I finally kind of stopped after I was trying to win Miss Alabama, but I got it in gear. Been so busy the last 5 years, and so we're here now. Still single, so there's that. Yep, and we've got a lot of fun stories to share. Why are you laughing? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Still single, but actively dating. Playing the field a little. I'm not gonna lie. It's exhausting. And I don't really like dating. Actually, I hate dating. It's tiring, especially at my age, middle-aged. Speaking of that, it is 2024. And guess what? 94 babies, if it hasn't hit you yet, this is our year. The big 3-0. And honestly, I feel like I'm kind of in my prime, though. Like, I've never been more comfortable in my own skin. I kind of like being this age. Maybe it'll hit me when I'm actually 30 in August. But I hope you guys are ready. This is our year. Dirty 30. We got to do it big. My 20s have been great. But I think my 30s are going to be even better. And I don't know, maybe I think a lot of you guys can agree. You just kind of know who you are now, which is really nice. I've got it all figured out. Well, no, I don't. I take that back. Actually, I definitely do not. But I tell myself I do, and I know how to fake it till I make it, baby. So let's see. I'm working a lot, but I'm in medical sales, and I love it. I'm good at it. And yeah, let's see. Single. What else? I have a new roommate. My Miss Minnesota USA, the year that I was at Miss USA. She's not my Miss Minnesota USA. Actually, she's mine. She just moved here, and she moved in with me, and I'm going to have her on for an episode. And the banter between us, it's great. She's stunning. She's also single, so we've got two 20-somethings in a house. Yeah. And the stories are just, they're good, and I can't wait. We're going to be pretty, I mean, to all the men out there and boys who have ever said something dumb or done something dumb, I'm sorry, but we're going to probably talk about it. We might even use some real names. I don't know. It depends on how dirty you did us. No idea. But it's going to be pretty good. So I have her living with me. We have a great time. I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona still. What else, Gatsby? What else is new with me? That's really about it. I'm really just trying to find a husband. And for a long time, I was trying to avoid that because I was so busy in life. And then I finally said, all right, I probably should try to do that. I don't know if all the good ones are taken or what, but I can't find anybody that I like. Well, there's a couple guys that I like right now. I take that back. But eventually I end up getting an ick or something, or they're just crazy. Yeah, I've got some actually really, really good stories. We've got some videos of recorded calls that we're going to show you guys. I think I might save it for the episode when Katarina, my roommate, is on. You guys are going to die. I'm telling you, I almost made a TikTok on it. And then we thought, no, save it for the podcast. It's that good when you guys get to hear this dating nightmare that I just had recently. There's some crazies out there. Gatsby would know. Yeah. I thought one of his exes had stabbed a hole in the wall, but that was actually, our other friend. So anyways, it's crazy world that we're living in. Other than that, that's kind of the update on me. I asked you guys to send me some questions that you wanted me to answer, so I'm going to pull them up. And there's not a ton, and going to answer a couple of those while this episode is just kind of the first one about me, updating you guys on where I'm at in life. And the future episodes, the episodes to come, I'm going to have a lot of fun people on, where we're going to do a lot of interviews and just have a good time and get to hear their stories. And it will not be all about me. Sometimes, but I want to talk about me. Want to talk about mommy, what I think, what I like. All right, we're done. What was I doing? Dude, every time I do this, when I look at my phone, I start thinking a million things and I can't figure out what I'm doing. I ordered Gatsby and I a kitty-sized pizza earlier on accident. I mean, and Gatsby's like a big dude. Like, he's a guy. You guys eat a lot. I mean, you know what I'm saying. All right. I don't know. Can you see this? So you guys see. Okay. First one. Are you and Kel still friends? So the whole reason I bought all of this stuff was Kelsey and I, who were on the same farm together, we wanted to create a podcast together. And then we weren't able to do so just because of some restrictions with Fox at the time. I'm going to have her on as a guest for sure. But yes, of course, we're still friends. But, after Sorry, guys. I locked my dogs outside, and somehow one of them is back in the room. We're gonna let it slide for a minute, but you're gonna hear a squeaky toy in a minute or something, and we're probably gonna have to pause. And I'm gonna have to take him outside. Here she comes. Um, but after the show aired, and we all got to go to some of these watch parties and stuff together, and Kelsey actually came out and stayed with me for a bit. We all just get busy doing regular life stuff. As much fun as being on a reality TV show was, you go back to your normal life. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think, I'm incredibly content and happy. And, but we're all busy working and doing our own things, and we all live pretty far from each other. So we stay in touch as much as we can. But yes, of course, we're still friends. We always will be. Food/meal plan. Okay, so, all right, you know what? Authenticity, baby. Let's do it. Highkey, semaglutide. What up? Let's do it. We're doing it. I don't really care, because at the end of the day, it's my body. What's up, Sailor? I'm sorry. You guys probably can hear her loud claws. No? Good. Great. They really need to be trimmed. All throughout my 20s, I competed in pageants, as we talked about just a second ago, and basically would track my macros. That was kind of my thing then. I hopped on the semaglutide. Semaglutide train like 6 months ago. I'm off of it now. Some people have seen photos of me, and I haven't talked about it, but if people ask me, I absolutely tell them. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, it's great. Why would it helps me? I'm an emotional eater, and it takes that part away from me, and I'm not afraid to admit that. When I'm stressed out, I eat all the other things, and it just kind of takes the emotional part out of everything out of it for me. So anyways, but somebody went and commented on my post, what dose of semaglutide are you on? That's when semaglutide's popular. And yeah, I did. I mean, I lost a good amount of weight. But I was just that's so great that I didn't even mention, lost all this weight on semaglutide. They just automatically are what dose are you on? As if they knew. But, I'm not ashamed. It's been pretty cool, actually.
Appetite suppressant? Is that? Appetite
suppressant.
What exactly is it?
Yes, it slows. I'm going to butcher this. You need to ask my doctor. She explained the whole thing to me. But it slows the processing of food. What do you call that? Your digestive system. It's slower, but mentally too. I never think about food. And again, when I'm stressed out or sad, I don't think food. You don't really care about as much. And I always tell everybody, I think it's such a weird drug that they should at least try it for 1 week so they can see what I'm talking about. It's wild. It's wild. My mom's on it. She's lost a ton of weight. She looks amazing, but I'm not on it anymore. And, the way to keep this off is just by doing what I used to do, and that's healthy habits. Which, honestly, the older that I'm getting, I'm so tired at the end of the day that I just eat an Uncrustable or a small pizza. I'm serious. It's so bad. But I don't have anybody to cook for. I'd like to. What up? Holla. Do you know what I mean? I'm so tired at the end of the day. Especially the older that I'm getting, and work is exhausting, that seriously, I will literally eat an Uncrustable or make a grilled cheese. I kind of eat like a toddler now. But I used to track my macros. So long story short, I think semaglutide is great. You can have your own thoughts about it, but I think it's amazing. Prior to that, anytime I would be getting ready for a pageant, I would track my macros. And very low carb though, so high protein. What is your go-to clothing brand? I'm not a big shopper. My roommate, Katarina, is. That girl shops literally every day of her life. And I'm I'd rather just be in the woods, right? Clothing brand. I don't really know about a brand. I don't have an answer for that. As you guys can see, I genuinely am I did not prepare to have an answer for these questions. Clothing brand. I really don't know. Oh, I do ordering from, I think it's Vichy Dolls. They also carry it at Nordstrom now. Nordstrom also has a lot of good brands there. In a sea of podcasts, why did you want to start your own? Like I said, you guys, I just had all the stuff, and I'm you know what? I might as well. I this isn't comfortable doing this, where I'm going to get really as raw as I possibly can with you guys and give you guys a glimpse into my life, good and bad. And so that being vulnerable like that makes me nervous, actually. And so I think that's good. Builds character. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it, because it made me nervous to do it on my own. And so that's why I just kind of kept pushing it off for a little while. And also I'm just, busy with my career and stuff. But I thought, why not? If somebody can take something away from this, when they hear my stories, whether that's, whatever, you feel happy, motivated, you feel like you can relate to things that people maybe don't share as much on social media, whatever it may be, then I think that's cool. And I think there should be more of that. What is your best memory from your time at UA? Yeah, so for those who don't know, I went to school at the University of Alabama. Roll Tide. Also, don't do it. Gatsby. So the timing of this, a couple days after the new year, we just lost to Michigan. So there's that. It's not sitting well. My best memories, oh my gosh, it was a great time. While I was there, we had 2 national championships because I took a victory lap. So I got to experience 2 of them, truly. Nick Saban, what a guy. Oh, just so much fun. I think probably just the overall experience itself there. It's a really good school to go if you just want that like genuine college experience. It was a good time. Feels great to be winners, baby. You know what I'm saying? When are you getting your own reality show? You are too hilarious not to have one. Thanks, KCMC07. What up, my guy? That's very nice of you. Thank you. I don't know. Should we talk to Fox? Should we pitch them an idea, like a good reality show for me to do again with it? Maybe like a date, some type of dating show, like in the Scottsdale scene. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that would be funny. It's a joke. It's a joke. What do you don't agree, Gatsby? Okay. He does. It's wild out here in these streets. It do be wild. Dating advice. It just says dating advice. Did you guys not see how that panned out on Farmer Wants a Wife? Are you serious? Really? You want advice from me? Very sweet of you to ask. I don't know. Good luck. I have no idea. Honestly, these men are not the same nowadays. They really aren't. No offense, Gatsby. I do think you're great. I think you're a catch. That's why your ex keeps blowing you up.
Great.
Hey. Sorry. Dude, how am I? You're a great guy. I don't know, you guys. I have no idea, because I'd normally try not to date, but I have actively been trying lately because I don't know how else I'm gonna find somebody if I don't get out of this house and off the couch when I'm done working. Because normally I'm just so tired, and dating's a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot. And it's just a lot to keep up with too. Like, Katarina comes in at the end of the day, and we're like recapping. And I can't keep up with the guys she's talking about because they kind of come in and out, whatever. And it's just a lot. It's a lot. Couple of really good ones, though, on the roster right now. Truly, which is kind of exciting because there isn't always. And this past fall, it was wild. And I truly can't wait to share some of the stories with you guys when Katarina's on. I mean, you are going to have a great old time with that. And then the other one is, are you single? Yep. Clearly. Single as a Pringle, baby. And that's it. Yes, I am very single. Actively dating, though. Really putting effort into it. Normally, I'm not. And it's working out. I'm like, wow, what do you know? You actually text them back, and things happen. That's great. I'm a terrible communicator. It's one of my New Year's resolutions. Actually, because it's the new year, that's what we were going to talk about too, to kind of go into that next segment. It's 2024, like I mentioned earlier, 94 babies. This is our year. We're 30. We're going to live it up. And I think going into, this is my last year in my 20s, I'm like, I want to do a New Year's resolution that I haven't done every single other year and then actually never did. And then it's the same one every single year. I'm like, no, really. And that would be to be a better communicator. I think anybody, if you know me truly, and it's not that I'm proud of it, I need to be better about it. I don't know why. The older that I get, I have anxiety being on my phone all the time, which is weird. I know. But I do, and I don't know why. Then I struggle. I probably need to see somebody for that. But truly, but I don't know why. Just like being on my phone, trying to keep up with everything, and I try not to be on social media a ton. And but I need to try to be a better communicator, whether that stresses me out or I get tired or whatever it may be. There's no excuse. So that is what I want to do: is be a better communicator. What else? What are my other new? What other? Oh, and then I always like to pick a word too for each year. And this year mine is positivity. I think it's really easy to get negative in today's times. There's a lot going on all the time. And honestly, it stresses me out. And I kind of get down sometimes about it. And then I remember, like, I like the things that I struggle with, I'm blessed. They're not that bad. And then I have to stay positive. Or if I have a hard day at work, I can get really negative, and it's easy to just like get in that cycle of with how stressful things are in life. But so yeah, I'm going to try to stay positive. What time are we at right now? Oh, great, guys. I am trying to keep this first one shorter because I'm just giving an update on me, kind of where I'm at, what you guys have to look forward to. I'm really excited for some of the people I'm going to have on, and some of my friends too. You guys are just going to love some of these stories that we have to share with you guys. All right, I'm going to share one funny dating story. And it kind of goes back to, it's like talking about being anxious and like just being open about having bad days and whatnot. 2 weekends ago, I was at the bar, and oh boy, first guy that I was talking to. Just want you guys to know, we're talking. Within the first minute of us talking, he says, "Do you have anxiety?" Yes, I do. And I'm like, how did you know? Well, you're fidgeting a lot and you're like tapping your thing. I'm thinking this is what they're noticing within the first 60 seconds of us talking, when I'm like, this guy's really cute. Oh, this is great. He's approaching me, whatever. Then I kid you not, 20 minutes later, another guy sitting next to me at the bar, not as cute, wasn't really as stressed about this one. Within the first minute, asked me if I have ADHD. Yes. Yes, I do. And we love the times that we live in where we can so openly talk about our mental health. We do. We love that. But not within the first 60 seconds. How are you noticing these things? But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I never dealt with anxiety up until the last couple of years. I don't know where it comes from. Again, I don't have that much that I go through that I can really complain about. I'm very blessed. But I do, and we're going to be honest about it. That's how my conversations have gone. One of them actually turned out really well. We're still talking. I'm going to hang out with them tomorrow night. That was one who asked me if I had anxiety. But he said that he deals with it too. So, you know. Yeah. So tying all that together, that's kind of where I'm at with dating. These are the types of conversations I'm having. Whatever. It's good. We're gonna embrace it. It's not that funny. Seriously, it really happened that quick. Like, cool. That's really great. He's like, do you bite your nails? Yes, I do. Yes. Yes, I'm very anxious. Thank you. Probably should put on my glue-ons. I didn't. All right, let's wrap this up. Because again, want to keep this first one short. And I don't know, it feels weird just talking by myself. I can't wait to have other people on where we can just kind of spit back and forth together. You know what I'm saying, Gatsby? Yep. All right, so then we're going to end it with, I have this idea. I think that the DMs are just so unhinged in today's times. And I don't think with just me personally. Actually, I know for a case not, because everybody shows me the other DMs that they get. And I think they are just weird. They're wild. And it makes me feel normal. I'm not normal. Definitely not. I'm a weirdo. But these people are weirder. So anyways, every time we have a guest on, I am going to try to force them to show at least one DM that they have had that, I don't know, either they just think it's funny or whatever it may be. And I'm not trying to make fun of people by any means. Well, no, a little bit. They're a little weird. No, these are weird. And I'm making fun of these. And I'm getting ready. Gatsby's getting ready to show one because I'm going to make you. I'm going to make you. So we're going to do like our most recent funny DM or whatever it may be, like our most favorite DM that we got to share that's a little bit out of pocket. Oh, that's great. And we'll, I'm not going to show names. So I ain't trying to like throw people under the bus here. This one's my favorite. This one was what? A week ago, December 28th. And this one's simple. Can I Venmo you? Yes, absolutely. Why have I not responded yet? I don't know. I definitely need to send him my Venmo. It's good. I mean, who says that? You? Yes. Yes, you can. Absolutely. And I was just about to say the name, and I forgot we're not doing that. Again. That's mine. Gatsby.
Yes.
Read yours. Sailor, do you want to say hey? Come here. This is the mall dog that I got with my boyfriend. You guys want to know something that I learned in my 20s? Do not buy the dog with your boyfriend. Don't do it. Ooh, don't do it. Anyways, a lot that I learned. Oh, we got it.
Yeah, I got it. So it's a screenshot of a block page, which is my page.
You're going to put this up? Yeah? Oh, this is great. Go ahead.
And the message is, if you unblock me, I'll let you me again.
Oh, and there's that, folks. So, again, it is crazy out here in the streets. Hang on, Sailor. Let me let you down. Gatsby. Mine was a little bit more normal. That's just...
Mine was egregious.
But I can't wait for you guys to see. You never know what's going to... Yeah, yours is just it's a lot. You never know what people are going to say. But hey, they're living life pretty high key. They don't care. Wild times. So wild. Love that for you, Gatsby. All right, guys, we're going to end with that. Hope it gave you a good laugh. I cannot wait for episode 2 because we're going to have a great guest on. I got a couple of people that I'm lining up. Excited for them to be on, for you guys to hear their stories. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Thanks for hanging in there with me for episode 1. I'm nervous, and I'm going to go have a drink now. Bye.